what we used to call boom at the universities. In the 90s, we had now the family component. I think in our group, where we were paying about 6,000 to 16,000 shillings as a form of family contribution. Along the way, Mr. Speaker, the student population increased a lot. In the 60s and 70s, there were less than 1,000 students in the only national polytechnic, that's the University of Nairobi. In the 80s, it was in a group of 20,000, 30,000. In the 90s, it was almost 100,000 students at the universities. In the early 2000s, around 2010, the universities realizes that the money that was being paid was not by the program. They introduced what we call the DUC, the differentiated unit cost. This differentiated unit cost funded programs depending on the level of infrastructure at the university, the level of lecturers they have, the number of professors they had, and even the cost of the program. However, as a result of this, the government was not able. They were trying to fund students almost uniformly. If it is 80,000, 80,000, everyone. From social sciences courses to the degree program, to the medical and engineering courses were very expensive. Along the way, the universities got a lot of debt, accumulated debt, because the government was not funding adequately the amount of the cost of the program. As we speak, about 5 years ago, the universities have accumulated debt amounting to over 70 billion shillings. In that matter, the State Department for University Education then sat down and said, what is the solution to this? They said, therefore, can't we look for a new funding model? And in this new funding model, they are actually to cost a program at the exact market cost. And two, to make sure that we have three aspects of funding: the household, the loan, and the scholarship or bursary. All of it be paid to the university so that the university student, who is the center of funding, be able to pay, and then the universities will be able to run adequately. In this funding model, there are several variables that are put into consideration. One of it is the family income and many other things. And the key component in this particular, the key aspect in this particular form of funding is what we call the mean tester or the mean testing instrument. To know, how do I give Meli a particular loan and a particular scholarship? You will give him based on the school you attended, the parents, and all that. There are so many variables in that particular mean testing. This particular thing has caused a lot of problems in our homes and in our children, and even amongst ourselves, because we do not understand how it works. To explain this very well, I felt that it could not be good from our committee, because we've handled it a lot, that, Honorable Speaker, you can let members listen. You can actually have this from the horse's mouth. And we have the members, we have the PS State Department, and we have the CEO University Funding Board, and the CEO Higher Education Loans Board. I'd request members that kindly listen to each and every aspect of this funding process. Listen to each and every aspect of the funding process. I know it's a new funding model. It has some teething issues, especially on the mean testing. And what are we going to do so that we can build it and become a better model to address not only now, but going into the future? So, Mr. Speaker, the discussion this morning is actually from the state officers. They will take us through the technical aspects of the whole process. Members, I know you are from constituencies, you have even live cases of some students who are complaining, they don't understand it. We shall be ambassadors of it. You will give proposals on how to make it better and how we can mitigate on problems that we have.
For the Universities Fund. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.